Hello, hello, everyone. It's Lex, and this is my first video. The first day of my journey of launching a game from start to finish with no experience in Roblox. This channel is is I created it for the sole purpose of inspiring future game developers in Roblox to, create and start developing games. You know, building games, developing games has been a dream of mine for so long. Um, and so it's a huge dream of mine. And we're gonna get it done. It's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a very long time, you know, before we actually launch the game and put it out in the store for everyone to play. And I can't wait because we're gonna go through the whole process. We're gonna learn everything: scripting, 3D modeling, game design. Each of these areas is very. It's gonna take time to learn these areas. They each there's a skill that you need to develop for each of those areas. For game design is its own skill that you have to learn, and modeling is its own skill. We're gonna use 3D modeling software that's free. We're gonna learn how to code. That's the own skill that we gotta learn, and we gotta put them all together to create a game. That I could be proud of and that you could be proud of. And we're gonna do this together. We're gonna learn it. And this is the first video of my journey. Right now I'm on Roblox.com. Create.roblox. Um, let's go to home. So if you haven't already, this is the Roblox website. Here's some games that are charting right now. And we're gonna go to create because we're creating a game now. Not just playing games now, we gotta create games. So we're gonna go to learn because we gotta learn. Go to overview. And so this is where we can search for documentations. I'm on Mac, so it's Command K, and we can look up anything in the documentation. But right now, we're not worried about that. So let's get started. All right. We have Studio downloaded. If you don't have it downloaded, you can go ahead and click on Download Studio. And this is where we're gonna create the games. This is where we're gonna put everything together to build the games. We gotta have the models and the sounds and the code and put them all together. So here we can create our first experience. In Roblox, games are called experiences. So here we're gonna create our first experience. But right now, this is building and scripting. Let's go back to tutorials. Right now, we're brand new to studio. We don't know anything. I don't know anything. I'm completely new to game development as a whole. No experience, so um, let's see. Let's go to overview, platform overview, get started. Get started on Roblox. Getting started on Roblox is easy, and learning about the ecosystem only takes a few minutes. Better yet, you can start creating and sharing your creations in less than an hour with these resources. Yeah, we're gonna make a hit game, man. We're gonna do this together, man. Just follow me, subscribe to my videos, to my channel, and you can start. I'm gonna try to upload as much as I can, and when I have time, I will upload as much as I can and record as much as I can. So, but this is really for the guys who that's always wanted to do this, who's always wanted to build Roblox games and never, felt like you never knew where to start, and this is for you guys. So let's get started on Roblox. Let's watch this video, learn about what you can do. Let's see what we can do in Roblox.
Hey there! In this video, we're going to talk about how to get started creating on Roblox. But creating what exactly? And how do you create it? Where do you go to get started to learn how to do it? And since we're asking questions, why even create on Roblox in the first place? Let's start there. When you create on Roblox, you get access to powerful 3D creation tools to bring your vision to life. Creating on Roblox also means that Roblox handles all the distribution for you. So when you're done creating, you can easily share your Roblox creation with an active and engaged audience all around the world, on whatever platform they prefer, from mobile to desktop to console to VR. A ton of people come to Roblox every day, and everything on Roblox is made by people just like you. Which brings us to our next question: what can you create on Roblox? Everything you see on Roblox can be divided into 3 broad categories: experiences, avatar items, and models and plugins. Experiences are often referred to as games. Popular Roblox titles like Adopt Me and Arsenal fall into this category. Avatar items refers to custom models that are made and sold by the community, like accessories, clothes, and custom characters that people can equip to express themselves. And models and plugins are assets made by creators for creators that can help make the creation process easier, like a sword model with a script and sound effect attached to it so that it swings and makes noise when you click your mouse. When creators are done creating, their creations are discoverable to users on different parts of the platform depending on what they made. Experiences are discoverable on the Search and Discover page. Avatar items are discoverable and available for purchase on what's called the Marketplace. They can also be incorporated and available for purchase within experiences themselves. And models and plugins are discoverable and available for purchase on what's called the Creator Store. Awesome, but how do you make those things? Experiences are made through the Roblox engine, which manages things like physics, graphics, and networking. You access the Roblox engine through Roblox Studio, a free integrated development environment, or IDE, that serves as its control panel to let you build, test, and publish your creations. Avatar items are usually made in third-party software like Blender or Maya, and are then imported into Studio. And models and plugins use either third-party tools or Studio, depending on what's being made. If that sounds like a lot to juggle, don't worry, we have lots of resources to help you get started bringing your vision to life. We have tutorials in both video and written form, as well as templates and sample project files for you to use to better understand how to use Studio. The AI assistant can help you find the right documentation you need to answer your questions and can even be used in Studio to help you create. We also have an active and helpful forum that's full of Roblox creators who frequently share what they know. It's a great place to ask questions and get connected to the Roblox community, as well as hear about any new updates like announcements, events, and even new learning materials created by Roblox staff themselves. With your creativity and our resources, all that's left to do is download Studio on your computer and get started creating anything you can imagine, right here on Roblox.
There you go. So, you know now what we can do with Roblox. So get your Roblox account, create your account, and then you can download. You can go ahead and download Roblox Studio, which is where we're gonna build our games. So we're gonna create experiences. So
Hey there.
all right. So build, script, test, and publish. Drag and drop objects. Drag and drop objects into your workspace. Move and rotate to get things just right. All right. So let's look at the setup. So I've met the requirements for to run Roblox Studio. So we can just download Studio. I already have it downloaded. All right. So we're gonna run Studio. Here it is. Let's choose a template so we can learn the UI. We're gonna choose a basic template right here, the base plate. So here we have the Roblox Studio, the UI. So you can highlight the object here if you put the cursor over it. 2 fingers on the trackpad, press down, and then dragging it from anywhere, up and down, left, right, that drags the camera. If you drag your 2 fingers, you drag the camera around. So we're gonna learn everything in the UI, how to navigate the 3D environment and everything. So right now, the very top section of the Studio UI is called the mezzanine. So that's here. So testing at the left corner, we have the play testing. So that's where we can play the game simulation inside of the right here, our workspace. And we have in the center the tabs here, the tool tabs: home, model, avatar, UI, script, and plugins. And we can add custom tabs to it, but by default it's 6. And each tab you select has changes the toolbar options here on the bottom of the mezzanine. But we don't need to worry about that right now. Just know that each tab changes the toolbar items below it. Plugins has no toolbar items, but the other 5 have different ones. So let me see. We can customize it. We can collapse the toolbar. Let's see. Not worry about these things right now, but just know that we can do that. So we can add custom tabs. This shows you how to do that. And now we go to the 3D viewport. This is where we're gonna work and see our 3D world and environment. 3D viewport represents the workspace. From here, you can move the camera around, manipulate objects with the mouse, and play test. So now we have the camera controls. So this is, we gotta learn how to control the cameras. Inside the viewport, we can move the camera forward, left, back, and right with the WASD keys. So let's see. Pressing W moves the camera inwards. S is backwards. A is left. D is right. W is forward. S is backward. A is left. D is right. QE moves the camera up and down. So we want to move up and down. Q is down, E is up. Q is down, E is up. Drag your 2 fingers on the trackpad to drag the camera around a pivot. And shift in combination with any movement key change the camera speed. So if we combine shift with any of those letters, those keys, it speeds up the movement. So let's say we want to go up. E goes at this speed without shift, but with shift it goes up this slowly. Slows it down dramatically. Okay, so shift slows it down. So shift plus W, A, S, or D slows it down. So this is up, forward, and then slowed down with shift. Without shift, with shift. Going up with E, the E key going up. Without shift, with shift. So that pretty much slows it down. F focuses on the camera, focuses the camera on a selected part. So let's choose that object that we have here. Also, I noticed that if you drag your two fingers down, you zoom in. If you drag them up, you zoom out. Down, zoom in, up, zoom out. Dragging your two fingers. So let's select that. We selected the object. Now we press F. And this is what happens. It zooms it in to the center. And we have it. So now the camera just locks in on that object. So if we drag our two fingers, it becomes the pivot of the camera pivots around the object. So that's cool. Let's focus on this object. Let me see. Yep, so now when we right mouse button, press the right mouse button, drag, it drags the mouse. No, when we press the right mouse button, dragging the mouse moves the camera view around. So that's exactly what we were doing. Press down. If you're on Mac, press down, two fingers, and then drag. And then that's what drags the camera around a pivot. The pivot, when we focus on the object, it becomes the pivot where the camera can, pivot around when we drag it. So it becomes the pivot where the camera can be dragged around. So we can drag around this object here. That becomes the pivot. So mouse scroll wheel zooms the camera in and out. We just did that. We can use our two fingers to drag them up. Two fingers up, zooms in, two fingers down. I'm sorry, two fingers up, zooms out, two fingers down, zooms out. Two fingers zoom up, zoom out. Two fingers down, zoom in. So you drag them up, zoom out, drag them down, zoom in. Or you can use these keys here, but it's much easier with just dragging your fingers. Rotates the comma / period. Rotates the camera left or right. So let's try that. Again, our game object is focused right now. So if we move the camera around, it rotates around that object that's focused. So right now, let's press the comma and look at that. We can rotate around .90 degrees around our object here. Pressing it just rotates it 90 degrees. And then period is the other direction. Clockwise. Period is clockwise, comma is counterclockwise. So that's easier than just dragging it with the fingers. If you want to just rotate it 90 degrees, that would be, you know, the right thing to do because it's it's a lot more it's convenient to do it that way. If you just want to rotate it 90 degrees, so that's, and then we have right mouse button and mouse scroll wheel. Okay, so pressing the right mouse button and scrolling the mouse wheel up increases the camera scroll speed. Hmm. I can't test this out because I don't have the mouse scroll, the scroll wheel, so I'm using the built-in trackpad, not external mouse. So object selection. So that was the camera controls, which we're going to continue to practice this because this is one of the most basic things when you're first starting out using IDE. You gotta know how to navigate the environment, and you gotta know how to control the camera view, control the camera to get the view that you want of anything in the world that you're building. So that's the very first things you gotta learn. Um, so we're not gonna get too much information. I know we're not gonna. I don't want to overload your brain right now because we're just starting out. We're gonna continue to go back to this stuff and relearn it and revisit this information so it can stay in our minds and we don't forget it. So, but we are focusing on right now just navigating the environment, the workspace, controlling the cameras. So, and we're still learning the parts of the UI. You know that we have at the very top what they call the mezzanine, where we can play test. Let me press this. So this is our game that we have. Yep. And here we go. Here we got it. We got the #1 game in the App Store right now. We got the #1 hit.